Really?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave me?
I'm going to have a wee and I'm going to leave, yeah.
You're going to leave?
Yeah. If you leave me now, you'll get there 3 hours before me. Ooh, don't buy an electric car. See you in a bit. See you in Benidorm. Lee just said to me, don't slip because it's raining, and I'm once again in flip-flops. I've done my whole drive barefoot, but how many times did I fall over on the ferry?
You drove barefoot?
Yeah.
What?
You can feel the throttle so much better when you're barefoot.
I'm going to start calling you Huckleberry Finn.
I've been reading that to my kids, right? I was like, oh, you know, I want to get some culture in the house, so we'll read Huckleberry Finn, you know, traditional old novel. But that just taught them what the N-word is. Because it's old, isn't it? You know, it's, you know, they're talking about Jim the Big... I'm sure I can say that word.
You can't.
On YouTube.
You're going to have to beep that out.
Am I going to have to beep that out?
Yeah.
But it's not used in a derogatory way. It's just that's the way it was back then. But yeah, my kids were like, oh, what? Yeah. So.
You know what the thing is? Ricky Gervais said, right, about that word, right? He said they use it themselves and call themselves it, right? We're not allowed to use it.
Yeah.
We thought of that. We made that up.
Yeah, but now people in the comments are like, what a pair of racists. And it's just, it's
we're
not at all. It's just words. You can't say anything anymore. Anyway, let's not talk about the semantics of how language came around. Let's talk about what we're doing today.
Can I just say, by the way, to all the people that are going over they go to France, then they go over the channel, to England, right? If they're watching these.
Oh, the people that do it instead of doing it on a ferry or a tunnel, they do it in like a dinghy.
Yeah, but all those people that do it in a dinghy, you know, when you get to France, stop. Why would you want to go any further? It's better here. It's crap in England.
We were discussing this yesterday. Yesterday we did 575 miles down through France, right, which is our biggest drive yet.
Yeah.
And we both would rather do that than try and get from our houses to Dover.
We actually saw some people on the ferry who were coming away.
There were a lot of Eastern Europeans
just leaving
in like Mercedes Sprinters, all with trailers, that looked to me like they were all moving home, having had enough of Britain. Yeah. I think that's what was going on. My wife said, oh, maybe they're just going on holiday. I was like, it looks like they're moving house. I think people have had enough of Britain and are getting out.
Yeah.
Broken country. Anyway, let's start on a positive note. We're both here. You arrived 3.5 hours late.
Yeah.
I've had 3 coffees this morning, so I am wired. So this morning we're doing the Millau viaduct.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me that I should call it Millau.
Millau.
This is a great hotel, by the way, if you're staying down here. The staff are lovely. It's very French, and it's been fun, hasn't it? The conversations we've been having with the people.
You actually think that the French are like, oh, and they don't like the English, but that's the Parisians.
Yeah.
The rest of the French, these have been brilliant, haven't they?
It was hilarious yesterday with the whole menu ordering chips thing. It was just, and they took it very well because they're obviously very proud of their food, and they were disgusted, and they genuinely just gave us like crinkle cut oven chips, didn't they?
Yeah.
You ordered the pommes frites? I will give you the worst pommes frites.
The crinkle cut chips are the worst.
It was so funny. We were sat there drinking a couple of pints of Left and eating crinkle cut McCain's oven chips.
They've got this whole menu of all lovely stuff.
She went out to the chef and was like, can you get out those shitty chips from the back of the freezer that we have out there since 1973? We will feed those to the British. Anyway, 550 miles we've got to do today to Benidorm. A couple of 3 charges for you. I'm going to need at least 1 tank of fuel, which is going to cost me about £8,000.
Yeah.
So we're off to Benidorm.
So I say, let's go.
Yeah, I reckon that's that, isn't it? Feeling confident today?
No, not today.
You're not feeling all that well, are you?
Not really, no.
There's all the radiation from that battery that you sat on for 8 hours yesterday.
That's controversial.
I know it is, isn't it? Right, cool. Let's hit the road then. I'm going to check my oil and water and all that stuff. You haven't really got anything to check on yours, have you?
There's no.
Check your battery for oil levels.
Can't get into that. No.
Just check your tyres.
They're done.
Check your UK badges on. I can see that it is.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I noticed. Did you notice a lot of British cars showing no UK badge yesterday? Because
it's on the number plate.
Does that count as well?
Yeah, you'd have to have it if it's on a number plate.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess I'd say let's go, but that's your line, isn't it? Onwards. That's
my line. He's taking photos. I am not. The video. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to have to come back on the Channel Tunnel. This is why they made the Channel Tunnel. Oh, it's almost completely flat. They spent years tunnelling through under here so we don't have to do this. And then we're doing this.
But how can you be seasick when there's no roll?
Because I can feel I don't know, my stomach just goes off. I've been like this all...
Really?
Yeah, I can do planes all the time, trains, boats. No.
I would 100% rather be on a boat than a plane.
I'd rather be on a plane any day.
But you could jump off a boat though.
You jump off
Anything
a boat.
goes, yeah, but you can't. Anything goes wrong on a plane, you're knackered. You can't have a small accident in a plane. You can't have like if the ship, if something happened and this ship started to sink,
Right.
we could at least jump in and swim.
And drown.
Well, no, because I mean we're on a ferry, you know, going to Calais, so we'd be picked up.
Tell the people in the Titanic that.
But the point is, if you have if something happens in the air and you're on a plane, you're just dead.
Iceberg right ahead.
But granted, you don't have icebergs in the sky, but there's at least margin for error with, you know, a plane is just instant death, whereas a car and a ferry and a boat, you've got options. You can get out or you can jump off.
Instant death.
Yeah.
No pain. You don't even know. That's it. Gone. Little bit screaming on the way down, admittedly, right? Or B, drowning. First of all, screaming, sliding, scraping your nails, trying to use a little bit of timber and wooden door to like hold on to, freezing to death. So you actually freeze to death, die of hypothermia in the ocean. That's if you don't get eaten by a shark or anything that's in the sea.
We're in the English Channel.
Yeah, and in there there's jellyfish, there's all sorts of stuff. There's old Citroen 2CVs under there.
There probably is.
Trapped in and all sorts of
What
stuff.
about that flight where they thought that there was something wrong with the instruments and they thought that they were accelerating but they weren't, and then they basically slowly dropped from like 40,000 feet and everybody knew it was happening, and they all knew. All of the passengers could feel that they were falling.
You can watch a movie on the way down though.
Right, so we'll agree to disagree on that one. But
No,
yeah.
boats.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not supposed to be on the ocean. We're not, we're not fish.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you hear about that kid that was on a cruise ship and he jumped off late at night? Do you know what happened to him?
No.
Oh no, nor do I.
Where's he gone?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
He was like, they were partying for like some spring break party on a cruise ship somewhere in the USA.
Yeah.
And his mates, I think, he said it was, I'm going to jump off. Nighttime in the dark, jumps off. Never saw him again.
You'd kind of expect that though, wouldn't you?
Well,
in the dark on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
In the ocean.
Tell you what, there's more. You should go on a cruise for your channel. Oh yeah, you can't because you're seasick.
No, not a chance.
Your followers would love a cruise. The MacMaster on a cruise.
It's coming, I'm telling you.